Good morning, everyone. So I hope everyone can hear me and see my slide. Can you see my slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So today we will start with the numericals. So we'll start with this Fourier series method without using the window. Okay. The first type of this numerical will be starting today. So we have discussed this thing, frequency responses of the digital filters, how it should look like yesterday. Now, when we are talking about this Fourier series method without window, so what are the steps? The steps for designing the low pass filter. The thing will be similar for the other types of filter also, which we will be discussing later on. Okay. Now, the first step, once you get the question, you have to draw the frequency response of the desired filter. Suppose whatever it is, if it is a low pass filter, so from minus pi to pi you find out, then from here you identify what is the cutoff frequency, and then you find out those cutoff frequencies and you identify the limits. Okay. So from there, what we have to do after that, we have to calculate the impulse response, which is Hn. Okay. Now, we all know what is an impulse response. Impulse response is nothing but when you give an impulse input to a system, you get this impulse response, and it is a time dependent response of the system. So you have H0, H1, H2 up to Hn. For we have discussed for FIR filters, the number of responses will be finite. Okay. Now, once you've got this one, then we have to how do we calculate this basically? The question is, how do we calculate this? Okay. The thing is that we'll be given some characteristics that our filter response is this amplitude, yeah, what do you call the frequency characteristics of the filter is something like this. Our H omega, it is equal to say 1 in some region and 0 in some region, and just like this. So from there, how do we calculate Hn? Okay. From there, we have to calculate Hn using this formula 1 by 2 pi integral of minus omega c to omega c. Okay. Minus omega c to omega c, h of omega e to the power j omega n d omega. Okay. H omega n e to the power j omega n d omega. However, in most of the cases, we have discussed that we'll be having a unity gain. So this h of omega can be replaced with a value of 1. Okay. So the modified equation, it becomes Hn equals to 1 by 2 pi integral of minus omega c to omega e to the power j omega n d omega. Okay. And from here, you calculate the Hn values. You solve this equation and then you change the values of n from say 0 to whatever the length or order it has been given. So accordingly, you change this thing. So in this case, I am keeping it as capital N, which is the order of the system. Now, length of the system can be given by L equals to N plus N, where L is the length of the filter and capital N is the order of the filter. Okay. Now, once you have got this, excuse me, we have to calculate h of z. Okay. Now, how do you calculate h of z? If you remember properly, when we were discussing about this thing, z transform, we have said, suppose we are given with a series of numbers, say a, b, c, d, and so on. If you have to convert it into the z domain or into the complex domain, transferring it is very easy. And suppose if I give it as x of n, then x of z would be given by a plus b z inverse plus c z to the power minus 2 plus d z to the power minus 3. Just as simple as it is. Okay. So herein we considered that n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3. So in the case of a, it was a to the power minus 0, so which became 1 and so on. Similarly, if you see in the case of hn, we have h0, h1, h2 up to hn, and I hope every one of you will be able to convert this hn sequence to capital H of z, right? Because we discussed that hn, if we perform z transform, it becomes hz, and if we perform inverse z transform, it becomes hn. Both are basically the same. Now, once it is done, we then go for the realization of the filter, which I have discussed previously. So we can directly go for the realization, or you can go for the realization for the linear phase of the filter, right? So you can use any two of the method to realize the filter. Okay. Now coming to the equation, one of the question. So herein we have designed an ideal low pass filter with a frequency response which is given by hd e to the power j omega. We have a response of 1 in the modulus of omega of 0 to pi by 2. Please look over here, modulus of omega. Okay, so in modulus of omega means minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So herein you're already given with the cutoff frequencies. Okay, what should be the range? Okay, and outside this you have a value of 0. Now the question is, find the values of hn for length equals to 11. So I could have given, in this case, n equals to 10. Okay, I could have given n equals to 10. So from there you have to find out the what is the length, and from that length you can find out what is happening. Okay. Now then it says that find the transfer function of the filter, and then you can realize the filter too. So what was our first step? The first step was to draw the frequency response, and the frequency response is minus pi to pi, and we have seen that omega c over here it is given by pi by 2. So minus of pi by 2 to pi by 2, we are getting the limit. Now thereafter, we need to find out the HDN. What is D? D stands for desired. D stands for desired. Okay. So over here, then we have 1 by 2 pi integral of minus pi by 2 to pi e to the power j omega n d omega. Then this j omega, when we perform the integration, 1 by 2 pi jn, it will come down, and then we have this e to the power j omega n over here. So minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay. Then you solve it. e to the power j pi by 2 n minus of e to the power minus j pi by 2 n divided by 2j. This 2 and j we will take inside. Okay, so we get this one. And if you remember correctly, there is a what you call trigonometric equation, e to the power j theta minus of e to the power minus j theta is equal to 2j sin theta. If you take this 2j on the left hand side, then we get the sin theta. So here, what is the sin theta? Sin theta is, if you theta is basically this pi by 2 n. So sine of pi by 2 n, and this pi n, it comes in the denominator. Okay. So up to this, we have got something. We have got the value HDN, which is equals to sine of pi by 2 n divided by pi n, right? Now, herein, what you have, n is equal to 10. There is a mistake over here. So n is equal to 10. Okay. So in this case, we have to calculate the HDN for values modulus of n less than equal to 5. So whatever would be the n would be represented by this. You have to calculate the small n, which is the time index, for n by 2 or n minus 1 divided by 2. Please keep this in mind. Order by 2 or length minus 1 by 2. So what would happen? The length would still be 11. How come? So if you see, modulus of n is 5. So we will be having, say, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Okay. Instead of doing the numerical from 0 to 11 or 0 to 10, sorry, I prefer to do it in this way because we have already discussed that type 1 and type 2 filter, the values of, say, this h of minus 5 and h of 5, they would be same. Similarly, h of minus 4 and h of 4, they would be same, and so on. So we can rewrite this HDN value in this fashion: sine of pi by 2 n divided by pi n for modulus of n less than 5 and 0 otherwise. Now, we put for n equals to 0, when we put n equals to 0, what happens? This numerator, it is having a value of n, and the denominator, it is having a value of n. So sine 0 is 0 and the denominator also becomes 0. So 0 by 0, it becomes undeterminate function, that is the infinity, right? Now, since we are having this infinity function, it makes the system unstable. So what to do for determining such a function, output for such a function? We have to use the L'Hospital's rule, where it is given that limit of theta tending to 0, sine theta by theta is equal to 1. Okay, so we have to apply this equation onto the HDN. Okay, are you getting my point? For n equals to 0, you have to apply L'Hospital's rule to avoid the condition of 0 by 0. Okay, so we have HDN limit n tending to 0, sine of pi by 2 n divided by pi n. But I said that limit theta tending to 0, sin theta by theta is equal to 1. So over here, if you see, the theta is sine of pi by 2n. However, in the denominator, it is pi n. Okay. So what we can do, if we can multiply with half and divide with half, we get this theta function. Okay. So that's what we have done. We have multiplied with half and then divided with half. So sine of pi by 2n divided by pi by 2n. So now it comes in the terms of theta by theta. Now limit n tending to 0, theta by theta is 1. So in this case, this factor, it becomes 1 and we are left with half. For h it is 0, the value is now half. Okay. Now subsequently, what we will do, we will put for n equals to 1, it will give us value of hd equals hd1, which is equals to hd of minus of 1, then sine pi by 2 by pi, 1 by pi, we get this value. Similarly, for n equals to 2, you put up the value and you get the thing. Similarly, you put up the value of n equals to 3, n equals to 4, and n equals to 5, and then find out the values of the system. Okay. Now, after you have done this, we need to find out the hz. Now this hz, it is given by hz equals to z of minus of n minus 1 by 2. Okay. Sorry, this would be L. Okay. L minus 1 by 2. Here also it would be L. L minus 1 by 2. So this becomes 5. And this one also becomes 5. Okay. Now, summation of n equals to 1 to 5 hn z to the power n plus z to the power minus n. Now, why we did this? Okay. When we discussed previously, if you see over here, what we have done, we have calculated the HDN values from minus 5 to plus 5. Okay. So, when you would be applying the Z transform, HD minus of 5 into Z of minus 5, it becomes 5. But are there any operator to implement Z to the power 5? While we will be realizing the filter? No, it is not possible. Okay. So we only have the operator of minus 1 and we can only implement anything which is in the form of Z to the power minus n. We cannot implement or realize a filter where your Z term is given by Z to the power n. So, to make the filter realizable, we are applying this equation. So what it basically does is that I will give you the basic understanding. So you are having, say, 0, minus 1, minus 2, and say 1, 2. Right? So say this is 3, 2, 1. Over here also I am having 3, 2, 1. Say for example. So herein our h of minus 2, it is equal to h of 2 equals to 1. Then I have h of minus 1 equals to h of 1 equals to 2. And then h of 0 equals to 3. Now to make this thing realizable, I will be shifting this value towards the right hand side. So what I would be having now? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Now we are having H0 equals to 1, H1 equals to 2, H of 2 equals to 3, then H1 equals to H of 3 and H0 equals to H of 4. The value remains the same. If you see, the value remains the same, but we have just shifted this HDN values so that we can realize the filter. Now you would say, sir, in the first place, why we calculate this thing and not calculate over here? The thing is that if you calculate in the region of modulus of n less than equal to whatever the value n by 2, okay, in that case, what happens is that you just have to calculate for one value and accordingly you are getting two values. For n equals to 2, you get two values. For n equals to 3, you get two values. Okay, just by doing this. Otherwise, if you perform this numerical to find out H0, H1, H2, H3, and H4 and so on, you will have to calculate because you will not be sure that what should be the value, and you have to calculate all the values. Hence, to make our life easier, this method is being applied. So once you do this and find out the HD values, HDN values, and then you shift the time axis of the HDN values the actual transfer function of the desired system. So accordingly, if you find, we get the exit values over here. Okay. Now, this is the transfer function of the given system. Similarly, when we are given with design an ideal high pass filter, we will be having HD e to the j omega 1, 0 for pi by 4 modulus of omega to 4 to pi. So you can see, since it is a modulus, minus pi to minus pi by 4 and pi by 4 to pi, and in all other regions you are having a value of 0. Find the values of Hn for L equals to 11, find etc. Okay. Same thing, just the integrals will be different. See, within the integral, the values are same. Okay. Then you perform the integration. Once you perform the integration, you get the similar thing. You get similar values. HDN equals to 1 by pi n, sine of pi n minus of sine of pi by 4, and this way. Okay. Now for n equals to 0, we have to apply the L'Hospital's rule, limit n tends to 0, sine of pi n by pi n minus of limit n tending to 0, sine of pi by 4n divided by 4 pi by 4n. Okay, so it becomes 1 minus 1 by 4, which becomes 0.75. And similarly, you find out the values of n equal for n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you get all these values. So after getting these values, again, just like the previous case, you find out the Z transform. Okay. So this is how you can find out the or you can design the high pass filter. So in band pass filter, similar thing. Some region will be given. So within that region, you make your integration, then solve it, and after solving it, you get something like this. Okay. Now, using this equation, I will show you how to calculate the amplitude response and the phase response. So this is the thing which we have got previously. Hz equals to 0.5 z to the power minus 5 minus of 0.32 z to the power minus 3 plus z to the power minus 7. Right? We have got this equation. Now, where we are interested for frequency, this thing, while talking about the rubber membrane concept, I told you that we are only and only interested onto the unit circle, right? Why we are interested on the unit circle? Because the unit circle, it is basically the frequency axis for the digital filters. So for Hz, we have to replace this Z terms with the e to the power j omega, and accordingly we see we have replaced all these things. Okay, and why I have not taken the R unit circle, the R is 1, right? You all know, I have already told you, right? So once you do this, then you get to this equation, right? Now once you get to this equation, we have this equation e to the power j omega, which is equals to cos omega plus j sin omega. But in our case, we are having the minus of e to the power j omega like thing. So it would be e to the power minus j omega cos omega minus of j sin omega. And accordingly, you put all these values over here. Okay. Now, once you get these values, you can sort it out in the form of a plus jb. So, see, we have sorted it out in the form of a plus jb, where a is given by 0.5 cos 5 omega minus 0.32 cos 3 omega minus 0.32 cos 7 omega, and b component is given by this thing, which are the complex numbers from here, right? And the real numbers is this a1, a values, right? Now, modulus of a square, modulus of h omega, it would be a square plus b square. So suppose I give you omega equals to pi by 2. So you will have to put in the values of pi by 2, and whatever the values you will be getting, you have to then find out this under root of a square plus b square. Okay. Then phase of h of omega, tan inverse of b by a. I have already given you the formula also. If you what happens if your a and b both are positive, and the other cases also I have given. So at omega equals to 0 degree, our modulus of h of omega, it is this one, and our phase is this one. And accordingly, the other values should be calculated, and the frequency response should be tabulated in this form, where you will be having omega, then amplitude, and the phase response. Okay. In this kind of stuff, you have to first normalize the cutoff frequency, wherein the normalization is carried out using this equation, omega c equals to 2 pi fc by fs, where fs is your sampling frequency and fc it is your you get then 2 pi 500 by 200, so that is nothing but pi by 2, and you get to the first question which we discussed, the low pass filter, where h of omega it is given by 1 0 for 1 for modulus of omega varying in the range of 0 to pi by 2 and 0 otherwise. So if you compare this, first equation, both are same. Okay, so please keep this in mind. Okay. So I will be stopping over here, because what I feel is that we have discussed some numericals. Now you should calculate and you should concentrate on this and try to solve these numericals on your own. So we are having 25 minutes. So please solve it. And if you have any questions before solving the thing, you are free to ask if you have any doubts. Do you guys have any doubt? It seems you people don't have any doubt. So thank you for today.